right, good morning. As you can see there across the river, that blue building, the barn building, that is Uncle Johnny's. I was there this morning. You can see where the bridge is out here. You can see there's part of the bridge right there. That might be part of the bridge over there too, I'm not sure. Yeah, I had to do a 3.5 mile road walk to get from right there to right here. So what would have been 300 yards was 3.5 miles, but I made it. That's probably the most dangerous thing I'm going to do on this whole trip. Actually, the most dangerous thing is road walking, and I know there's not another stretch that's that long of a road walk. So one thing I wanted to point out is you see where all these like rocks are and everything here on the side of the NOBO Chucky, and it goes all the way down there as well. It goes on and on for a while. The lady at the at Uncle Johnny's, I think her name was Laura, she said that anywhere you see rocks is where forest was. And just like the river just wiped out all the trees, just wiped everything out, and just sent it all down river. So I thought that was pretty amazing, like the destruction, wiped out houses. There, I didn't film it because it was too dark, but there was an area down that way, the direction I'm pointing the phone here, where there was a hospital, and the flood completely wiped out the whole hospital. So it's just terrible destruction. Anyway, but it's cold, but it's gonna be a good morning. And now I'm over here and I can actually get on the trail, so I will do that. All the mountain laurel in this area is starting to bloom, and it's very pretty. I thought this was pretty. I love the sound of running water. The rhododendrons are starting to bloom, so that's kind of cool. Anyway, thought I'd show you guys that. Good morning. I've already recorded a little bit this morning, but today is day 23, and you might be wondering what I've been doing this morning. Well, I've been climbing a mountain again. There's a lot of roots right here, so I probably shouldn't be trying to record it while I'm doing this, but I am anyway. Yeah, it's been a good morning so far, starting to warm up, so that's nice. And started with the road walk, and now I'm actually on the trail. I'm headed to Beauty Spot, which is supposed to be a really nice view, so if it is, I'll record it, and that's all for now. All right, here is Beauty Spot. Pretty nice. I ate lunch here, and you can pretty much get 360 views. Yeah, views over that way. I ate over there by that tree. There's nice views down into the valley down there. Thought this little stretch right here of forest on the top of Unica, or you say Unica, I say Unaka, whichever it is, mountain, was pretty cool. Pretty neat through here. Almost to the top, I think. Well, I was talking to God this morning, as I usually do, and by the way, it's not anything creepy or anything. It's not like he talked back to me or anything. You know, God talked to us through his word, but I talked to him, And, you know, usually, well, not usually, well, I can't say for sure, but pretty much I think every day I pray that God would give me a person to impact. And wasn't long after that I ran into a pig pen this morning. Actually, I met her yesterday at the food that the church put on. They had tables set out, and I just happened to sit down next to her. She sat down next to me, I can't remember. And I just talked to her a little bit, got to get to know her just a little bit, just kind of casual conversation. I tried to make it, you know, very casual, just because there are some other well-intentioned folks that kind of were being very direct with her, not in a bad way or anything, but just, you know, sharing with her the gospel, which is good. But I could tell she was getting a little bit uncomfortable, so I was trying to just kind of lighten up the discussion a little bit, because I could tell that it wasn't going anywhere. I don't know, I just have a sense of those things. So anyway, but ran into her on trail today, and boy, really great lady, or young lady, and just had a great conversation with her, and shared with her a little bit of my testimony and the reasons I'm out here, and my family, and you know, she asked me a bunch of questions, and I asked her a bunch of questions, and it was just really good. And it, you know, I made it clear that, you know, that I was a Christian, and I just left it at that. I figured if the Holy Spirit was working on her heart, I just got the sense that, you know, she would ask me maybe, you know, a pointed question or something. But she didn't. That's okay. You know, just another touch point with someone, and who knows if I'll see her again on the trail. But I really enjoyed that conversation. And then I got trail magic today again from BT, Brother Tom, who, it was great to talk to him. He's a believer, and it was good fellowship there. And I just told him what I was doing, and I think we encouraged each other. And he gave me some sweet tea, which was nice, and some banana bread and an apple. So yeah, those are all good things that happened today. All right, I'm walking on this gravel road because there's about a 5-mile section of the trail that's still not open around Iron Mountain. It's in a national forest. I'll leave it at that. So I was thinking about that. Thought of the day before I get there. I want to share something that really impacted me. A little ways back on the trail, there was some trail maintainers that were clearing. I mean, they've cleared the trail, but there's still other trees and stuff that are probably pretty dangerous, and so they're still using chainsaws. They're out there cutting trees and making it safer for the hikers. And they had a person there and was kind of escorting people through, and so they want to make sure that people are safe. So the guys with the chainsaws stop cutting when hikers go through, and they let me through. And I said to one of the hikers, I said to one of the guys with the chainsaw, I just said, thank you so much for what you do. And I just thought this was amazing. He said to me, he said, thank you for enjoying the trail. And that shows you someone who's a true servant, who really loves the trail and loves what they're doing and helping people. And so my thought of the day is pretty simple, and that is, you know, when you have people that have a servant heart, and then you empower them to do something, things get done. You know, I don't think the issue with the national parks or national forests or anything like that has anything to do with the workers, with the people. I think those people really want to do what's right and everything, but they're not empowered. You know, I know I work around federal government stuff. You have to get, you know, to get anything done, you got to get a bazillion approvals and, you know, all this bureaucracy and stuff. So I don't fault any of the actual people. That it's just, they're just they probably do love the outdoors and the national parks and everything. They're just not empowered to do things. And that's what happens with, you know, when you have a bunch of bureaucracy like that. So anyway, that's the thought of the day. When you have people that have a love for something and a servant's heart, and you empower them to do something, stuff gets done. All right, it's end of day 23. I'm gonna do a quick one here because it's gonna get cold tonight, and I want to get in my sleeping bag and warm up. But made it to camp. Had to do the Iron Mountain detour, which wasn't very fun, but really wasn't any views. I don't think I recorded any views or anything like that after the beauty spot, which was nice. I'm tired, but I did my, actually, I guess I did my biggest day ever on trail today. In my planning, I didn't take into account the fact that I had a 3.5 mile road walk, plus the detour was an extra half mile, so I did 4 extra miles. So I actually did 29 miles today. I felt good at the end of the day, but I am tired. It'll be interesting to see what I feel like tomorrow. I really didn't want to do 29 miles, but that's what it ended up being. So I'm about to get to sunset, and I can see it out my tent, so that'll be nice. And that's it for day 23. Good night.